Hey guys, Timber here from the D20MISFITS. If you missed last week, hashed some things out, but now we got another quest to do. So see what kind of chaos we get into this week. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe, notification bell. Thank you. Check out all our sponsors in the link in the description. We are still doing Stream to Serve, so if you haven't done so already, or if you have, go donate. And then, am I missing anything else? Sponsors, Stream to Serve, snacks. Oh yeah, check out our other social media. It is also linked on our page, so go to our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Look, I don't think we have Twitch or anything like that yet. Keyword, yet. So, and after all that, back to the Frank.
And welcome back, guys. So, a little bit of a announcement wise, we are in the works for one. We are hosting a charity event. Don't know the actual dates yet. I'm just saying it out here now just to get it going. We are doing a battle royale with a game shop down in Morgantown, West Virginia, the Four Horsemen. We will be hosting it down there, partnered up with them to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. So once we get the dates, we will send it out, spread it out, see how it all goes, and hopefully we see you guys there. And hey, the winner gets a spot with us here during our next session or a couple sessions afterwards, depending on how the story goes.
And a couple other cool prizes.
And a couple definitely.
I'm not gonna say what those
cool
are.
Prizes, but yeah, it's happening. Really happening. Also, thank you all to the viewers and everybody else. We finally hit 500 subscribers. So, one step closer. That's a milestone in our hats. Let's try to get another one in.
Let's see if we can hit 1,000.
I mean, I'm content with that. More the merrier. But yeah, let's get more milestones in and see how that works. So again, just like how Timber said in the beginning, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell when you guys see more stuff that come our way. And now I think that's the end of this spiel. So, recap. Last we left off.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bad stuff happened. I'm just going to put it that way. Bad stuff happened. Okay. So, for one, everybody's at bed at the penthouse. Ryo trying to deal with personal demons inside of him with the betrayal that he felt with Nell. When he was talking to the consort companion that people paid for this to go down. In the meantime, Amari and Nell were having a nice outside dinner with the aid of the butler to get there, and possibly as they were having this conversation and getting to know Nell or thoughts on everything that goes down, Puck pulled up, the trickster, talking to him, seeing the outlook of things to come. What are the thoughts that Grievous shares? Is it truly an evil act? Is this just, maybe this is a right thing to happen? And Puck wanted to bring a point. And announced to those two, the illusion went away and Grievous showed. Talking to them, and then walked happily into Luce's room to prove a point that he could slay her right then and there. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. But he didn't. In fact, he left the present. And went away. Upon opening that present, Lucy found a severed head. Severed head of her mother. With the depression, sadness kicking in, she went down to the den for the alone time and just stared into the fires, seeing her family die. Her mom, Tinder. Sat's dead. Kalon is now dead. Quick thinking when everybody heard and woke up to all the sound of breaking and an explosion going off because of a little note he left with a glyph of warding attached to it. Woke you guys up, had you guys come in. Quick thinking, you guys decided to use the Rod of Resurrection to at least shed some light on trying to help against Grievous or to help Lucy kind of get out of this depression state. And you use the Rod to make Sat reappear. Looks a little different, but it's still the same Sat. You guys talked, got to get him better on track, catch him back up on things, and also he noticed within the party that Ryo was still having some disbelief and he looked doubtful. Asking him what was wrong, he felt betrayed by Nell. And a trial of combat was pointed out to try to ascertain the thoughts behind him. And it went into combat. And it wasn't until a little quick thinking on Nell's part to possibly coerce Ryo to tap into his dragonic abilities to attack him, which breaks the void and contract of the Trial by Combat Honor Code, which Sat had to intervene and slay Ryo, knocked him out, put him down. Sorry. But it wasn't Nail who used Spare the Dying to raise him back up. Lucy's out in the crowd trying to figure out, seeing Sat at this is happening, seeing this happen as if empathy is linked between the two. And we all went, and after the dust settles, Sat went off back into the balcony or up onto the roof type area away from everybody to try to power down, not power down, but Wusa, if you want to call it that way. Lucy was coming to aid or sit at his side just to stare at the stars. So that's where we left off. I don't remember after that, but I'll tell you the truth. Ah! Brian pulled a card. And pulled 2 cards?
Mm-hmm. We also came into agreement.
Yes. Hold on. The Knight and the Gem?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was what, 20?
50,000 gold piece gems.
Yeah, so there you go. So make sure you mark that in your inventory.
I did.
So yeah, and with all that, with the dust being settled, Sat asked the question to draw the line metaphorically in the sand of where we side going forward on this. Mm-hmm. Are we going to let Grievous go at Bahamut and try to overthrow him right then and there when he converges, taking Bahamut out, and the two candidates, as it were, to take Bahamut's place would either be Sat himself or possibly Velverix. But that's the last part that we left off, is sealing that pack in. So now, what is the group going to do? What's the next world that they're going into? Are they going to reconvene back with the Crimson King? Are they going to finish the questioning that the Raven Queen left for? What is in stake moving forward? Let's find out, shall we? on this episode of the D20 Misfits.
Episode 152.
152. How about that bullshit? So, let's see what happens.
The adventure continues.
So, lines drawn in the sand. We know what we're going to do. We know that we're going to thwart him, let him take control, and let him use this ritual to gain Bahamut's trust and to invoke the right to take over. And as that battle will surely weaken him, we will strike. But I don't think I'm the best candidate.
Question.
Could be.
Before we continue that on, how do you want to go about that? He thinks that I can still break that, thus him threatening to keep taking the heads of my family and allies home. He wants the curse broken. He thinks I can break this wish.
You
No.
casted it.
I did.
And it just makes the timetable a little bit faster.
Did she show you the paper? I don't think I did.
I don't know.
Well, then
No.
she hands it to him. Just don't read it out loud. I'm already kind of hit a wall with that one. Sorry, babes.
Yeah, literally.
But yes, so
I say let him kill. Because if you guys have a magical item like that to bring me back, you can just revive all the ones that are dead.
this is true. But
It's gonna take time.
as much as I don't like the idea, aren't they kind of, I don't know, his standing batteries? Killing them wouldn't be batteries anymore, even with or without.
I think
bombers.
losing one is not going to hurt.
If he keeps taking the heads, the only ones I know that exist are the batteries. Unless anyone got free, minus Rue and
Could just be a threat. That is up to you and what you want to do.
you do have the token though, so you can do what you're doing. Well, look through the books. You mentioned though we are either going to have you or Balderix. Either way, what I had seen will most likely come to pass, and that is you remerging with
Did you
Greens.
make him, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. What's his name?
What?
What's his name? What'd you name him, dude?
Dude,
Dragoslav.
So what?
Dragoslav. That was the name generator that did that.
For a human?
Yep.
Dragoslava.
Okay, Draco.
dragon lava.
Draco's.
Literally, yeah. Dragoslava.
Okay. I'm just
I left the name generator go to it.
whatever. Anyway. So. Just throwing it out there. Whatever summoned that servant to you will die.
He makes for a good meat shield though. Sorry, but people tend to.
I can bring it back.
I don't think he wants to be back like that. It's a good gesture. You're molten, by the way.
Hearing that? I will serve him to death, because that is my job. I am loyal to a fault, sire.
And your name would be?
Oh, it's Dragoslava.
Bless you.
What?
1 minute.
Dragon lava?
Just call me Draco.
Sure.
Arrow fodder.
So,
Sir, who is this bitch?
Which
I'm sorry, what was that?
one you don't want to piss off?
Try.
Nothing, my lady.
That's what I thought.
Bitch.
The ones you
Don't worry,
do
I can
not
bring
want
it
to
back
piss
when
off the
you put
most.
it in.
That one, and that one. This one's cool. That one's also pretty cool.
Why do you not want to piss me off? I want to hear your reasoning. behind
Because
this.
we're his best friends. He likes us.
I'm cool. Probably.
I'm assuming
That's
you're
not my
taking him
repertoire.
with you.
Yeah.
Yes. You follow him everywhere, I assume. So unless you're
To
kicking
my
your feet
dying
up.
breath.
Sorry, allergies. This place is depressing. Satori,
Yes.
still the token I gave you. So whenever you're ready to go to the shop, remember to.
Actually, I don't need that.
Really?
I'll ask if you all go shopping, just a couple extra healing potions would be suffice. I have my own way.
She can make those. And she'll be doing that while she's here.
And we still don't know what I have.
Oh yeah.
No.
You can go and get those appraised by the
Yeah.
shop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because we were gonna go and do that.
But you see him drive the two great swords down. Takes the broken one, lays it down. Very similar. You've seen him do this before. You haven't. Bones has.
Rest of
Three
us.
of you have seen this happen. As it lays down the broken sword and prays. I'll give you a second once I get this. Not
Satori,
trying to
don't eat and
cough.
pray at the same time.
Not trying to cough at the same time. Just doing this. Snack. Because, we're not sponsored by said item. So I'm not going to say said item. I just don't want to choke and die on said item.
Chew your food and then pray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there.
I know the Heimlich. I'm registered.
Say it, don't spray it, Frank.
It backfired on me.
Somebody clip that.
Uh-huh. You good now?
Yep. I just took a back chop, so yeah.
You're fine.
He whispers, as it were, or you hear him make this incantation. Both the swords glow beside him, going into it.
Bless you.
See if I still have this on me. But I will try. Leave me blind to all but true light of justice, valiant one. Let my talons sing for themselves and strike true. And let them be the scales of justice to rectify if they are found guilty, or my blade bestowed by the innocent. Let the fires within me coat this blade. And you see as that broken blade starts to I will make thee true, for this is my also oath to take. I renounce my old ways, the ways I once were, to the ways I used to be under your light. Let this be my pack. And he, like a thunder wave, doesn't go far, it goes about 5-10 feet out. The blade itself forms onto the broken hilt, and red lightning swells up and just dissipates, and then goes back up like it's still trying to focus on itself. And it's beautiful work. The guard is dragon-like but feathers at the same time. Actually, those who would have taken any type of classes or be around a certain part of the world that would know things to mythical beasts of power, make the roll. If you think your character will not know that, don't bother rolling.
What would the roll be under?
Probably history.
Nature. Or religion. Nature or religion. One of the two. That's what I'm put there. But this is only to where you would think your character would know mythical beasts of power.
22.
19.
24.
23.
Okay. So, you guys are relatively all close together. So, for those who rolled, you have heard of something like this, the bird of rebirth,
Phoenix.
or the firebird. Phoenix is another name for it. For that is the hilt of the blade. Phoenix with its feather wings arced up. Its head is the mouth that is shooting the fire out, making the blade. And the red lightning and those sparks of fire that you see at night with on the blade itself as it slowly now fully dissipates to where you just see a full sword. And he picks it up and he flourishes it, and it is a long sword.
Now this is his father. The sword of his father.
This is a long sword.
His kind of fortune's cooler.
So it's definitely not the length or the size of a great sword, but it is a long sword. And appearing to it is a shield to match. So he's going sword and shield. Now I'm equipped.
Good.
And he gives it a flourish there, kind of strikes the air, and you can see as he strikes the air, fire arcs from it.
If you're not accompanying them, what do you plan to do while they go to the shop? Or are you accompanying them?
No. I don't need to go to the shop. That's what I said. The only thing I need, mainly, if there are any of potions to do, it's the only thing else I need. Other than that, I'm set.
Well then, I have a gift.
For I renounce my evil ways and take on my old ways, so no, I will not receive anything or buy anything, for I do not have any money.
You can't receive anything unless you have money.
No, if you want to give me, if there is a gift included, yes, you can give a gift. Whether I accept it is a totally different ballgame.
What accounts if these were your items originally?
Possibly.
Then she hands you a bag, 10 beads of nourishment. Because they were 4 used. I didn't mark them off yet. Let's see. Got a potion of healing and a superior. Yeah, those are for. Yeah. That's for he wanted books. Oh, by the way, because I humored the man, if you find anything other than the books I've already looked into, find me some interesting, knowledgeable books so I can have more for the man in the tower. I promised him books.
And for you guys going shopping, lays down 130 gold because that's all he has.
That hurts.
Literally all he has.
Don't worry about that.
I don't need any possessions like this anymore.
Is this the old ways?
Yes. This is the ways as attended through Bahamut. Vow of poverty. Nothing is gained. I don't need anything, for everything is provided by his light.
Does this mean you can't get anything unless it's like given to you, like through religious stuff? Because I know that was like one of the original Paladin things. I was like,
That sucks.
yes. Yes.
That's where he will do his shopping, and he has to plead
With church.
to the church to give that to him. They can
Why?
say no.
Well, ain't getting much here.
But he drops the coin off because he felt it in his pouch and goes,
Yep,
I have no
I
need
don't
for
want
this.
He's on my list.
There is one thing that may be of use to you, but then again, you have to decide if you're able to have them. I do have a few spares. She like claps. She has them together and hands you manacles.
What are these for?
Anti-magic. If they're of use.
I forgot you had
I have
those.
a couple of them.
I don't need them. When it comes to
Subduing.
subduing, I don't need this sword to do my bidding.
Fair enough.
I forgot you. Who else had it? You and I think
Kalon.
Eli.
Kalon.
Kalon. I think Eli. has
Speaking
a
of
pair.
which, there's something I gotta talk to the queen about to get from Cologne stash.
Oh,
It was on his person.
Hmm?
I ain't telling.
Oh, I have an idea, but I'm probably wrong.
Me.
I'm assuming once you guys are done doing what you're doing and I'm done doing what I'm doing and Murray's done brewing, we're gonna go back. But you also need, while you're brewing, Amari, to ponder on your answer to the Raven Queen. Because I know she'll be expecting forthwith on a answer. In the meantime, if you do not need anything else of me, I am going to retire and read these books with some tea. I need a better name other than Jeeves. It feels so mean. Spectre.
Oh, great chaperone.
I don't know names. I don't do names. But Jeeves just feels rude. He's not a butler.
He is.
In the study, could I get a pot of tea?
Sure. What kind would you
Earl Grey.
like? Okay.
Anybody
They're
require
waiting for-
anything?
I'm good. If I need something, I'll get it when I get back.
You have the stones, so if you guys need to speak with me, or anyone in the group, you know what to do. As long as you're close enough.
Anything you need from the shop, Lucy?
I think we should forgo the Raven Queen until the end.
Well, that was the thought, yes. That is like the very, very last thing. Because along going that way, if someone is still here, that will still be a trick as well. If they don't, that'll be very nice to not know until the end. Especially with you coming. We'll keep that a secret
Whoops.
as long as we can. If I need anything and I can reach you, I'll let you know.
Gotcha. Mari, do you have anything for your potion brewing, or do you have everything?
Sorry.
I have everything I need.
Oh, shit.
Earthquake! It's okay.
Rumble strip.
Is that what you call it?
You're a mage.
In a sense, yes.
Are you going shopping with them?
What do you need?
As much so what I provide for you. And he twirls his hand and the star appears. Would you like to know how to conjure the stars themselves?
I have his attention.
Yes. So, heads with?
Well, I already fell on you, so might as well do a test subject. And he will wisp it at him.
Wait, I can use it now.
That is a 22 to hit.
That just hits my armor class.
And the star hits you. Okay, sorry. The star whips out and hits him, and it erupts in him, dealing.
You've just been star whipped.
It's 13 points of radiant.
Ow.
I'm down again.
And I rolled low just to tell you.
No, I'm still up.
I'm just joking, man.
He's not doing well, though.
Well, it's a good thing she's making
And-
potions.
As you can see, he is still glowing.
Oh, that's a completely
And it
different thing.
lasts only a moment, and then it fades. For no enemy can hide from you once you use it. For a moment. They cannot go invisible. They cannot use shadows. They are outlined by the star themselves.
So it's a hyper fairy fire. With a kick.
Yes.
Ow.
I'm gonna go read my books now. That was entertaining. Thank you.
Since I am much older and use the astral sea to my advantage.
You have me interested.
Would you like to learn?
Absolutely.
You want healing?
Yes, please.
Oh shit, I totally forgot.
In the background.
Just. Ow.
You get back the 13 points.
I'm going to
Guess he'll lay on hands.
follow you.
You can sit and do the potions.
Well, that's what I'm. So what I'm going to
It's
do
like story
is
time. I can read the book aloud
Yes.
and it's like blah 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 blah.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to work on carving a piece of amber.
Let's see now. How
and
I can get this
because
down
obviously the
to
potion's
your
gonna brew and
thing.
everything. So most of it's gonna be passive. So while it's doing its brew thing, I'm gonna.
So it's kind of like hold the story. You start brewing stuff. I start reading, so you're not like focusing on the story. Like
Yes, but as you read the story, I'm going to work on carving a raven out of a piece of amber.
Gotcha. I was gonna say because if you're brewing the potions while I'm reading, you gotta concentrate. So you gotta roll a concentration. If not, those potions are gonna turn out super.
I have to roll for the potions anyway.
I don't know why I said roll concentration. You have people under brewing anyways.
I don't remember what it is that I have to roll for the potions, but I know I have to roll for the potions.
Yeah, it was one. It was your.
Because I got a botched one in my bag.
Do you have the info in that book?
I mean, hey, you can just get making potions.
Somebody on what? Yeah, I know.
Yes, I do.
Or just
But that'll be a.
no.
Figured that would be a later thing.
Okay. Roll me a Arcana. John. And for Amari to make a potion of healing.
21, 15 plus 6.
As you go and you're taking this stuff in there, he's showing you how to make the energy come by using to outreach yourself, kind of like an astral bite outreach, and to pluck a star or to harness the light of one into your own hand and unleash it as a spell. Teaches you about magic because he is a sorcerer in its own right. So you can refresh your page because now you gained a couple things.
Under spells?
Mm-hmm. You're going to see a spell called Starry Wisp, which is what he used.
Ooh.
You also know Druidcraft and Entanglement. If you gain the magic initiative of a druid. So Entanglement is the first level spell. You can't cast it any higher than first. You have one use of it per long rest. But Druidcraft and Starry Wisp is a cantrip in its own right.
Starry Wisp is actually kind of nasty.
That is the new 2025 cantrips. So yeah, the imposes disadvantage, or the person cannot turn invisible for till the end of the person's next round who casts it on. So nobody can go invisible and hide from the target. Yeah. Now for making stuff. I pull up my little recipe book. So potion of healing, I need an intelligence check.
Dirty 20.
Okay, 14 is the DC to create a potion of healing. It takes 2 hours to make it full.
Am I gonna have to roll for like each potion?
Well, it's
Okay.
going to take you 2 hours to make that one potion.
Yeah. I was gonna try to make at least 2. I
It's
don't
taking
know.
4 hours out of your time,
Yeah, well, she's reading the books.
and everybody's
They're gone, so
okay.
y'all are doing whatever. I don't. As I said, it's more of.
I got you. So yeah, you'll need to make another one. It's going to cost you 50 gold in total for the ingredients to do it.
Okay.
So go ahead and make another roll.
14.
That's the DC.
So 2 potions of healing. Take off the money.
And you are making 4 potions of healing, or 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
Normal. Now, as it stands, who's all going out shopping? Just 2 of you. So
While you were training him.
So it's what, 5? 10 pieces?
that's what y'all make. What you guys trying to buy?
She's trying to get her stuff identified.
Yeah.
Correct.
Just tag it along.
What was the first one you rolled? You said a dirty 20 was the first one, right? Not you.
I realized that one
Don't worry.
Dirty 20 the first time, 14 the second time.
So. Oh. So, yeah, whatever. What? It's 2d4 plus 2, right? There's a potion of healing.
Yep.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So, gonna put it in my mind because I didn't write. I might have. Hold on. I think I did write all this shit down. Okay, go with number 1.
The vial potion with silver liquid.
So as you approach the shop, show the coin. It has his attention focused on the two of you guys for being so generous to him before. So how do you approach him to talk to him? Because remember, this is like the first time Bones is actually fucking talking.
What was
What's
his name?
his name again?
That's what I'm trying to find it in my book.
Diedrich.
Thank you.
Diedrich? Yeah.
So grand providers of my funds, how can I help you?
I need 6 things looked at. I need them identified.
Are you looking to sell them, or are you just looking for them to be...
Depends on what they are.
Okay. Well, I have a base fee for identifying such items. You have 6 things.
Mm-hmm. I'll make it ready. I'll write it down.
About 250?
Yeah.
Okay. So the silvery liquid is a potion of speed. Once ingested,
I'm gonna write it down on paper and
I
then
know.
I'll put it in. Yeah. I mean the mace, I just want to see if it's like important.
no, I got you. So, so the silver liquid, once you drink for about a minute, you can be extra quick. Be a little faster than you once were. So,
Nice.
once you drink it, you have haste casted on you for 1 minute. So meaning you can take the bonus action to dash to do again, or you can take a hasted action. You would be a hasted action, so you have a hasted action to move or to take an extra attack.
Okay.
The mace
With the golden legs. Oh wait. Oh, I just confused myself. Never mind. Sorry. I saw there's 2 stones in my inventory and I'm like, what?
So this mace, fine craftsmanship, works really well. Will hit a lot more harder against inanimate objects such as golems or constructs. It is a mace of smiting.
Okay. And then the redstone.
The redstone. So, when you take an action, when you use your, in the heat of a moment, you can think and ignite the stone. The stone will start to orbit around you. It will make you stronger than before. But you would have to attune to it, for it is magical in its own right. It is the Iron Stone of Strength. Will increase your strength by 2, but it cannot exceed 20. orbit around your head once activated.
Yeah. And then the silver short sword.
Nothing magical in this one.
Nothing?
I can
Okay.
tell, but just by looking at it. It is just a really crafted silvered weapon.
Normal. Cool. This weird rod with symbols on it.
Go see a doctor, my friend.
God damn it.
This is get the hell out of Dodge trump card.
Sweet. Okay.
You can activate this rod and instantly teleport you and up to 199 other willing people
Holy
shit!
Holy fuck!
into a demi-plane.
I'm keeping that.
It could be a tranquil garden, a cherry tavern, a immense palace, a tropical island, whatever your thoughts. It has enough food and water to sustain its visitors while in this plane. Everything else that can't be interacted with it can exist only there. So meaning everything that's there, flower, like if it's a tropical island or anything like that, you can only interact with it there. Other than that, you cannot take it out of the demi-plane once you're in it.
So pretty much, I have a flower, look, and it just turns to ash as soon as you go out.
For each hour you spend in there, you gain 1 hit point.
Oh, so not only do you
You
drop,
gain 1 hit point die. Every hour you stay, you can roll 1 of your hit die to heal yourself.
oh, so
For
not
every
only
hour stayed. Creatures don't age while in there, although time passes normally. Visitors can remain in there for up to 200 days.
I thought you were about to
Divided
say-
by the number of creatures present. So if you have 200 people, they can only stay in there for a day before they have to leave. When time runs out, all visitors reappear in the location they occupied when it was activated. Once used, it cannot be used again until 10 days have passed. It is called the Rod of Security.
Yeah, that's a definite get the hell out of Dodge.
That's pretty cool.
It's the get out of jail free card.
I thought for some reason it was going to
So when a nuke is going off, you can live 200 days within there.
come
Be
back.
perfectly fine and heal yourself and be perfectly fine and come back there and go, holy shit.
Everything's in
I don't
ruins.
know why, but I thought for some reason you gave her the hitter stick. I was just like, what the
And
The
then-
what?
I know, that's what she rolled. I'm not. That's what she rolled.
And then the bright red liquid with gold flakes.
Red liquor with the snack that smiles back, goldfish.
When you drink this, it will help anybody who is exhausted recover. It will end if somebody is poisoned. It will cure them instantly. And for the next 24 hours, when you consume this, you regain the maximum number of hit points of any hit point die you spend. So your short rest, you will, if you whatever hit die you want to roll on a short rest, it will be maxed
nice.
Noise.
for 24 hours. Potion of Vitality.
Damn.
I guessed.
What?
Sweet.
Yep, that is all. So,
Lucy said something about books.
Feel better?
Yeah.
No, I do. Sorry.
Thank you.
what can you're welcome. I provide the service. Now, what is it that you need?
I was wondering if I could get a little upgrade for my friend here. And I point to Draco.
Ah. Where did you find him?
I pull up the deck.
I'm sorry.
You could have run by a mercenary, but no, you got these guys.
Of all people, you had to get landed with them.
And how can I outfit? How would you like him outfitted? You won't last long.
Damage resistant as fuck.
For him personally, if I can get him a hand crossbow, because I know finding a crossbow like mine is almost impossible.
Correct.
And a shield, old for him to carry, that make it at least to make his armor a little bit better.
Just to be aware, I believe, per the thing that you used, I believe once he's gone, everything goes away with him.
I'm aware.
Okay. So a simple crossbow,
Simple hand crossbow.
like you want like a light thing, or are we talking about like a heavy?
No,
You just
I'm
talking about
talking
like
hand.
He wants
hand
them to go
itself?
like this and don't cow.
Yeah, pretty much. We're going on riot shield. Old.
Imagine you gave him the hand back then and then somebody kicks him out. It's just gone.
Okay. So a shield and a crossbow, about 100 gold.
So I forget. Or I pull one of the gems out. And I go.
Ah. Okay. Payment. And he goes to this little soldier there. Goes, this was forged from a meteorite. It will do great damage for those who are true to it and to the master. And this shield will protect your master and yourself as well as you can. He's lying through his fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say.
just to make it sound high and mighty.
I was gonna say I would say, did my passive just like?
I mean, he didn't lie all the way. He said as best as you can.
No. You believe him. He rolled 17.
Yeah, my insight.
You
It's
were
not
kind of
that.
lying, but kind of not. You said as best you can.
Yeah, even if I rolled still rolled shit.
So you believe him too? You see his eyes all lit up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my liege. I will treasure this and use it well. And you see him like turn the corner and like, but he's not. He's not pulling it. He's not shooting it. He's just dry shooting it.
Hey, don't
It's like an
Oh god,
overeater.
dry shooting it. That's the worst thing.
don't. I look over. Don't wear the trigger out already.
Books?
Oh
Lucy
yes,
said books.
Lucy wanted books.
Books.
I don't.
You can always attempt to see if it reaches us or not if you need it.
Allow me. I'm gonna pull out my ascending step. I'm gonna thank Lucy.
Why is this so doesn't help? What do you guess?
What kind of books are you looking for? I know you said it's something different, but that's kind of a vague answer. Or what my different.
Inquire if he has any.
It's funny romance novels.
I have those always, thank you. And dad jokes.
Yeah.
They're going to be there because there is a snuff book.
No, I already got a smut book and dad jokes.
Okay, I'm just telling you there is one
Look for
there.
books
Sits off
for
in my head.
those seeking wisdom or old books. Just something for someone that wishes to spend their time reading and something worthwhile, knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
If there's anything about the outside world, perhaps, I don't know.
So
What's books?
maybe a book.
On
Book
the
of
history
the
of the
realms.
worlds? Yeah.
Sure. Just get a bunch of books. Don't worry, I already got the however and older, and I've got parental jokes. I've got those covered.
Alright. So I'm gonna look back at Dietrich. Do you have a book on the realms? Like history of the realms.
Like in general? Or are you looking for a particular realm?
Just in general.
I'm pretty sure we have something in that mix. So books of the realms. There's a collection, I believe, that I still am holding on to that I can part with. It kind of is a volume set because there's so much in every realm that it is hard to fully categorize it all, and it's not all cataloged. So the books are whatever the person originally needed them for how the realms that he discovered are there. Now, there are going to be other realms of discovery. They are not beyond there. But the main planes that exist that we know of.
I'm gonna need to build this being a bookshelf.
I know.
So this, like, to make it, to speak plainly, the Shadowfell, the Fae, the Celestial, the Material, and to showing the workings of the Hells and all the different domains within each one. It's a volume set. It's about 5 to 6 books in the set itself. Each book is... So the edition I have will run you about, for the complete set. And I'll throw in a book for free just for the hell of it, 150.
Works for me. Hey, the friend that I'm looking to get this to, who just wants to read, so this should give him time.
Meanwhile, someone just goes, by the way, if you're still looking at books, if you didn't ask, I need maybe just tell him something for old, wizened, wise person kind of books. I don't know how else to explain.
Are you looking for a
It's
book
just
of
like
wisdom?
respect to, like,
Oh my god, imagine we got him an origami book. He'd have a whole tower of
the only
favorite
thing you
grades
do
with
is
a
rip the
topic
pages
on
out of
it.
the books, and then the books would be gone. Like, look, I've read them, and now I
Bring
created
in
things.
paper.
It was just...
Like, are we talking like just a crossword puzzle book type ordeal for wisdom? Like, what are you looking for?
What kind of wisdom are we talking about here? Like,
Just a really good read. A thick book with a good read to it.
So entertainment. Entertainment?
So intelligent book.
yes.
A book that will heighten
Yeah.
intelligence or is for very intelligent people to read. I have something. This is the word. It's not so much a book. It's manuscripts.
Interesting.
It's manuscripts of a person who has, in lack of better terms, reached higher power.
I would laugh if it's a manuscript on him. He's like, fuck me.
That'd be the first time he's laughed ever.
That's not true.
I hate that we're on the same wavelength. Because it's like the How to Run Your Own Business by Diedrich. Start your business from scratch.
They show
That'd
up
be
and he's
really
just got a
funny.
little shop just popped up. Where the hell did this come from?
Hey, this is helpful. Imagine we get him like the most popular book or something in the realm. It's just another.
No, but
The volume's not completed, and that's it. And he's just like,
I need more.
pretty much the book as he
So
tells
the
it out.
Canterbury Tales.
Yeah.
I'll
So
make Rich one
so a book for intelligent reading. He pulls out this book and it is old, but it is like this manuscript is encased within bindings and stuff like that to make it look like a book. But this manuscript is tan and leather to try to protect as much as they can. And it is, as he hands it to you, you see an open palm and a closed fist. This book is intelligent to read itself. Manuscript speaks of an open palm versus a closed fist, the damage that it can significantly do. That is equal, but yet different in its own way. Of this being of peace, and this being of war. So it's the conflict between fighting, in a sense of fighting for survival or fighting for the sustain of survival, versus fighting against outrage and power. It's a good debate read, if you want to put it that way. But 5 gold, and he says, book on the house, and he reaches down and pulls this fucking, this book has seen better days. Better days. It is literally falling apart. The stitching is all loose in it. The pages are all crumbled and leather crack bound, teared in it, tea stains all throughout it, and he just throws that in as the bunch. This, I couldn't even tell you what it is anymore because the title's done etched away, but I knew it was a good read, and it's mostly legible. I just need to get it. That's the one on the house. Whatever you want to use for your friend, for you, pretty much. Read me.
Read me. Alright. Anything else you need while we're here, bare bones?
Nope.
Oh, almost forgot what Sad said. Can I get a couple of potions of healing?
Oh.
What would you like? And he pulls out the plethora of one of each bottle. So yeah, they all go up in size.
So
Yeah.
let me ask.
There's regular, greater, and superior?
There's normal, greater, superior, and supreme.
Hang on. Pulls the same
Probably would have
extent.
been faster to just freaking buy them.
We should have just made him a
But
shopping
just-
list.
I mean, you can just grab what you want.
You can grab whatever.
Let's see. Let's grab a couple of these.
I
Let me
mean,
get two.
they're all they're expensive depending on how you buy them.
Oh no.
Like I know a potion of healing is like 25 gold because that's the cost of the make.
That's-
And greater is like 100-ish. And it just
Supreme's
go-
like-
yeah, Supremes are expensive. And see, they're not listed on here what they cost, so technically it is debatable. So
It is his sword.
So each will probably run you about 2,000.
they'd probably be expensive, as it were.
The Supreme Potion of Healing is up to 10,000 gold pieces.
So, well, I'll be smart about this. Let me grab. You good?
You good?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
So a potion of healing is 50 starting out. A normal potion.
So, let me grab. I'll grab.
So it starts off, with 50 and then
Goes up from
goes
there.
up from there. See, it's in Senator's Guide to Everything.
Gotcha.
So yeah, potion of healing is 50.
Greater's probably.
Greater's 150.
Thought so.
Let's just get normal.
Superior's 450. And Supreme healing is 1350.
Oh.
This is off Xander's goddamn.
That's by
Okay.
gold. I don't remember how you can
So
make plus.
Supreme is 1,350.
Still pricey.
Oh yeah.
But he's got money.
Yeah, I
We all
got,
do.
I got
Yeah.
fucking gems to use right now as currency.
So what would you like?
Bones, how many potions do you have? Like, this is just me asking player to player. Like, potions of healing. Does your character have?
She's a cleric.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
What potions does she need?
I was gonna say, after what he just told me, I have 2. But they're not a healing.
Yeah, so,
Well, potion of vitality is good.
Well,
pretty much.
yeah.
It doesn't heal you flat out right, but for 24 hours when you take a rest, you get maximum.
Yeah. So, I'll set a. Let me snag 6 normal potions of healing.
Okay.
Thing, and then 2 greater.
2 greater.
That's the next one up, right? Yeah, 2 greater.
Okay, so math here. So,
Instead of doing gold, can we just do stuff in platinum? Because I think most of what we
so
have
that's
is
700.
converted into platinum right now.
I don't.
That's-
I didn't do that math.
So right there, that'll push you about 750 in gold.
With everything? Or is
The
that just
two-
the
the two
potions?
The potions.
And then the books are.
So okay, so everything included is gonna run you about $1,000.
So 100 plat.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. We just made like
This dude's gonna
He's
be
a
going.
whole year
This I was gonna say
in
this.
a weekend.
Say this motherfucker is just gonna go on vacation after this.
Vacation where?
Anywhere in the
To
realms.
go make more money.
Pretty much.
Nothing else we need.
Oh God.
Unless you want to get some random books just for fun.
He's already
To
got
give
we
that
got-
person.
we've got
I don't know.
I mean, you're trying to get back home, so do you need any provisions?
Probably.
10 sleeping
We have.
attires?
We have. Sleeping bags. We have some, that kind of stuff already. But
Does your friend? I don't remember his name.
Draco.
Yeah, Draco.
I got from
Draco. Let me look through his equipment real quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Just
still-
make sure that you're not overloading Drago with
the
stuff.
owlbear.
Yeah,
meat and
that's
stuff
what I'm
like
looking
Yeah,
at.
no, you got it all. It's
He
not
has a
in any
bedroll.
of
He
the
has.
No, so he's got it. Okay.
Basic awareness.
Yeah.
No. I'm fine.
Your guys' rations up?
That might be the only thing we need to update.
I can find food literally anywhere. As long as it's edible.
Yeah.
As long as we can physically consume it and not die, I can find it.
And plus, there's also spells that do it too. You're as feast as well.
I'm usually good with that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Normally I write that.
Do you also have 2
Oh, no,
rangers in the
10
party?
pounds of rations.
1 second. I need to reset. You said 10 pounds of owlbear turkey?
And you have rations for like a month worth that you already put down.
What was it again?
You have rations for like a month because you just paid 420 gold for that.
Oh shit, I didn't know
I
this.
said I don't know why I didn't write that. I usually put it in the stuff, but I think.
No, 'cause you wanted the
Yeah,
the
they're
hood,
breaking
the
it
sigil
up.
for your beast.
I do have that in there, yes.
But you got 10 pounds of owlbear meat and then rations that will last you a good bit because you have 420 gold worth.
And I have the sending stone.
And you guys got bags of holding on top of that too. Plus, worst comes to worst, your fucking sidekick can be the pack mule.
Pack mule that's gonna bring it all in. Jackass that's gonna carry it all back out.
Oh god. This just brought up fucking Darkness Rising.
Wait, hold on. I don't remember which one.
The guy that carried the fucking chest of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get bag of holding?
Yes.
I did.
That's all he fucking did. Norwick.
Yeah, I forgot I did too.
Norwick. God, if you guys haven't seen that, please go watch Darkness Rising. It's by Dead Gentlemen's Productions. It's funny as hell.
You can find it on YouTube.
You find it on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to sit
It
and
is
watch this.
Funny. There are 3 of them out there. So
There was also the series spinoff.
yeah, but there was Darkness Rising is the second one. So what the fuck is it called?
Because apparently I
Dead
did
Army.
not
Dead
write
Gentlemen's
You
Darkness
can
Rising.
increase for your dog.
What was the first one? What was the first one? What was the first one? The fuck me.
Check it.
The last one's called Hand of Fate.
That's
Cards of Fate.
The Gamers.
The Gamers. Yeah, The Gamers. If you guys haven't watched it or you have watched it, drop down in the comments below what you guys think about it, because I love that.
Because I thought I wrote it down. I probably did.
It was the best little B movie I ever watched in my life. It's so funny.
How hard were you laughing at that one, Frank?
Oh, Darkness Rising, I laughed my ass off. I love that shit.
I'll have to go look that up later. But that's
It is such a
I
good
know
movie.
there's something I wrote down.
Oh.
Anyway.
anyway. Anything else you can think of?
Nope.
No magic scrolls or pendants of any kind or rings you're looking for? Magic scrolls have its use. For those who don't have spells to use and don't want to use up, you can use them.
I'm good.
But if that's all you need.
Question, Frank, above table, real quick. The player or the DM. The pendant or like how Lucy has the thing that brings out the panther or the
Talking
Yeah.
about the figure
This
in
place-
the wondrous power?
Not that.
figurine.
Oh, I thought you had like.
It's a
Oh.
figurine, but it's converted into.
I was thinking like how Vexalia
like
has
I
the
think
the pendant, and that brings out. Oh,
That's pretty much what she does.
Okay.
It's what she's doing.
would that work for a human, or is it?
No.
No.
Alright, so I found it. It's the Gamers,
I wanted
the
to-
Gamers Darkness Rising, and Gamers 3, the Hands of Fate.
Yep. Hands of Fate is a more serious one that deals with one player that walked off and is reinventing himself, and it's a really good, compassionate movie.
Yeah, that's. I wanted to ask you about
Hands
that.
of Fate's really good. But what you okay? Are you trying to get like a pendant that traps him in it?
Yeah,
That will never work because they'll die.
that's. I figured.
Those
Very-
are bonded to a magical beast that is created by the item. Such
Gotcha.
as a figurine of wondrous power. It looks like the beast, so it projects a spiritual image of them that
Gotcha.
helps you, that aids you. That, no, you brought a living human being in there, and you want to put him in a pocket dimension, he'll suffocate to death.
That's what I wanted to ask.
To be fair, you have a history of killing pets.
Rest in peace, Kruger.
And we're at.
You have a reputation of killing pets.
Okay.
Side note, not real life. Not real life.
Not
In
real
game.
life. Just in
Not
game.
IRL, no.
In game, his characters
If anybody,
do not appreciate pet life.
Very, very, very quick. Dog tied to the mast to kind of make sure he doesn't fall off.
He forgets
while
about
after
it.
rocks.
Put it that way.
Rock attack, rope snaps,
That
dog
in
plummets
real life,
to its demise.
Yes.
No, in real life, I will end somebody over my pet.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't want it identified. I just want to know if I can do something with these. Because if not, I'll just turn them into something. The bone dragon skills that I got from
Okay.
that thing. that died.
You trying to forge them into something, or?
No, I just wanted to see if they like can be used for anything,
I mean,
like
they
a
can
potion or something.
be more so armor. I mean, depending on the potion that requires to make it, possibly requires bone. I mean, you can grind them into dust because that helps very necromantic spells.
Yeah.
But just because you have dragon bone dust does not mean you're going to bring up a
Oh yeah.
dungeon.
I didn't know if they were like.
No, but certain spells require like
could
graveyard
be used
dirt
for
and stuff like that.
anything important.
That's an open-ended question. Because it can be important if you're like using a heavy amount of necromantic spells that require bone dust or something of that nature. So, yes, it can be important to the person who needs it. But if you think you're not in need of it, if you want to sell them off, that's a different
Hey,
ballgame.
you have a black bone dust.
Yeah, but they're pretty in the red and their bones.
You can turn it into jewelry if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it can be turned into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it wasn't gonna like, I didn't know if I could. I don't know.
It could just be aesthetic. You can ask
Yeah.
someone to make something aesthetically without it being an attunement or anything like that.
Mhm. Or you can take a leather worker's kit or a blacksmith kit, type ordeal combo, and
Okay.
get proficiency in it, train up to get it, and learn yourself, and that way you can add the aesthetics into your pieces if you want to, or craft them into, you know,
I was just curious.
weapons.
You also have me here if you wanted to make something,
I was just curious.
because I have
But
Tinker's
yeah,
toys
I
and
mean that grinding them in the dust
Tinker
is a
and
heavy
Smith tools.
magical component to a lot of spells that require that are from the necromantic school.
I was just curious because I had.
Walking encyclopedia, I guess.
The question
It's what-
is,
hence why calling you
Never
during.
need anything.
I know.
Hence why calling you during my sessions was always a fun time. Anyway,
Okay, I don't need anything now.
you know what? There's one other thing I look for real quick. What kind of smoking pipes you got? It's not for me.
And it depends on what you're looking for.
I think I got that in my phone.
Who is this for?
meanwhile,
Meanwhile, in the library.
what I just said.
I still want to know what this is going to
I mean, there are several pipes.
Yes.
He pulls out at least 4 pipes.
All, I'm assuming all 4 different shapes, sizes. They get different prices.
Some do, yeah. Some are different prices. Some look really extravagant. Some look magical in their own sense. Make an Arcana check, actually.
Trying to turn me into the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, man? Who
Get a hookah.
are you? Start talking freaking smoke right now, man.
That. Said Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
19?
There are at least 3 of them that are magical in its own right.
I'm smoking some.
I taste Arcana.
What does that one do? Just points to
The
random.
random one. This one brings forth swarms of rats.
I get more Pez toys.
I like that.
It's called the Pipe of Sewers.
I like that
Oh my
one.
god.
It has 3 charges on it. When you expend a charge, you call forth a swarm of rats.
Yep. Moss definitely left the present. She left it in the shop.
She probably sold it.
There's that one.
I like that one. Wait.
The other one is if you. This one, he takes it and he takes a puff of it and blows it out and blows it towards you, and you swear you hear an eerie wail. Roll me a wisdom saving.
Oh, you asshole.
Wasn't that pipe?
Yes.
Actually, you two.
Oh shit.
In other words, it's an Aztec death whistle.
So I got a 21.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got to roll one for Draco.
He's probably gonna
Oh, jeez. He's like, what was that?
What was it?
wisdom.
Oh, 19.
This poor man.
He also got a 21.
Okay, so you're good.
I
So
don't know.
you hear the
Oh.
no, the DC's 15.
Okay.
But anything within 30 feet of you, when you expel it out, that sound gives you an eerie, frightening presence. It is called the Pipe of Haunting.
Wait, I like that one. Hold on.
When you expend the charge and exhale out of it, it's a 30-foot circumference around you, like a heavy fog billows out. Anything within it has to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
Why does that fit you so well?
Sold. How much?
Shit that comes out of my mouth. That would be 2,000.
Sold.
Okay. It is called a pipes of haunting.
The pipes.
Get out of my head.
That's nice.
You said
What else you
2,000?
I have to sing that song in choir. You just traumatized me.
Trauma.
This one is more for a party trick, if you want to call it this way. And he takes it and takes a drag, and he's focusing, and he blows it out, and it takes shape of a raven.
Gandalf, is that you?
That's exactly what the fucking pipe does. When you exhale it, you can change it into a creature that will take a 1 cube space. That's pretty much an illusion. It doesn't really do anything else like that. It doesn't cast minor illusion on it. It just, when you exhale it, it exhales into a shape of a monster, pretty much, that you want it to. If not, if you don't want it to do anything, it just acts like a normal pipe. And then he has, these ones have no magical properties whatsoever, and I have different sizes, different materials from them.
She wants the one pipe. My ears.
She already said sold.
I know.
She already gave the transaction. What do you?
My ears are still ringing. But
So, Pipes of Haunting is what it's called.
Yeah, I have it written down.
I think my friend would enjoy that last one.
Okay. That's easy. 50
Done deal. Go.
I was gonna say the first one.
I still take that one as well, just for shits and
And he
giggles.
gives you enough, like a tobacco pouch full to go along with it for the price. So.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'll take the first one as well.
Do you have a particular size, length, or material it's made out of? Shut up. It's like that one fucking thing when you scroll through TikTok because they do it in Dimension 20 a lot too.
Yeah.
When one of the DMs were doing it, wasn't Brennan.
One of them.
Uh-huh.
One of those
It's like
DMs.
you know, It's relatively long that you need to insert. Shut up.
And he's just salivating with it.
So how long would you like it? Shut up. What material would you like it out of? Shut up. What color would you like? Shut up.
Every time you laugh. Take 1d6 psychic damage. And no, not your character, you.
Yeah, because you're throwing a metal D6.
So do you have a preference? Shut up. How's the follow-up?
She's already laughing. I'm going to see if I can break her.
No, come on. Yeah, we're all fucked in the head because I'm already thinking of several different types to fuck with them.
Do you have anything about that long?
Over or under compensating?
I can't tie any
Anyway.
Shut up.
No. Roll 3d6s and tell me what you get. No.
No.
Oh, no, yeah. 11.
Okay,
I got a 12.
11-inch pipe.
he's off by 3.
Glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
No. Roll that one. That's how wide it is.
No, it doesn't. It's not wide.
No, you don't get a width in the pipe. Jesus Christ.
But roll me a d6 anyway.
2.
Okay, so it's made out of oak.
You good?
No.
No.
I was gonna say that's a big round it is, but that wouldn't have worked out at all.
It's made out of oak. That's not the hardest one there is.
He's trying to find something to throw.
I'm trying to find my sanity.
You left that at the door.
It never even made it to the building. What are you talking about?
Anyway.
If we possessed any ounce of it, it wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that. Good Lord, that thing is as long as a rat tail. Shut up.
Anyway.
I'm prepped and ready. I will f you with this so hard.
So you just want a normal pipe? Got you.
No, I was talking about the sewer one.
You want the one of sewers?
Yes.
Okay, which calls forth a swarm of rats. That's gonna run you about 1,500.
Everything else I got.
Like,
Just
here's
pull.
a gem, and
Here's-
there's a gem.
He's passed on the
there's
family
another
jewels.
gem.
I'm done. I'll see myself out now.
2 of them are really short, one was a long
We hit dog whistle.
I think on that note, we need to go to break.
Yep. Yep.
Anywho, are you buying it?
Yep.
Cool.
Give me the other pipe while we're at it. I had you pull it out, so.
Here's a pipe, there's a pipe. Everywhere you got a pipe, I guess.
So, Mark. 15-10.
What was it?
15-10 for the 2 pipes.
Pulls 2 gems out the bag. And then just, I'm just,
You got 50 of them. They're worth like 1,000 apiece. Or
yeah, 1,000.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So altogether about what did you say? $1,000 for the other stuff. So here's 2 gems for that, and then I pay the rest in gold.
Okay.
So 500 gold.
Ow. Sorry. We're truly a group of terrible human beings.
We have to live up to our name, D20 Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were all thinking the same goddamn thing.
I know.
Our minds think alike.
Anyhow.
Valkyrie's gonna go to edit this episode, and if she happens to watch any of this and it gets to this part, she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Pretty much. Anyhow. So is there anything else from the shop you need?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Just traumatized poor Lucy over here.
Oh, she's just holding
Lucy
it.
wasn't even here.
I know.
I'm
saying.
drinking tea.
Shy.
I'm reading a book.
Oh, do
Well,
I have stories
journal.
when I come home?
He's got a present for you. I heard it's a pipe, and it's really long. Huh?
They're making a lot of pipe jokes.
Ow.
I don't know.
So, with everything bought and prepped, is there anything else in the town that you need to worry about?
Nope.
Nope.
So you meet back up at the penthouse suite with Amari brewing potions. You smell the floral essence of something being mixed up, brewed. You see wisps of light being tossed in lack of a better term, target practice. Back to walls or to vases, as you see Sat teaching Nell how to harness the power of stars.
25.
Would it be in the meantime that she's reading the journals?
How big are your gems?
Roll just an initial intelligence check.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
20.
Big enough to be 1,000 gold pieces a piece.
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay. So I would say with a 20, about halfway through
Oh, Jesus.
of the second one. There. So that is dictating what happens after the thing, staying up there for a lengthy period of time. A couple months go by. You see that this journal kind of is regret and question at the same time. Regret that these people died. Mad because this is a fiend. They fought demons before. They fought creatures of evil before with no issue. Why is this giving them issues now? Contemplating on himself to where he almost to the point to where it drove him mad, but that he set out into the east and found another group to deal with that were, it's weird because this time these people, these groups that he is with is sketchy to begin with. Two are assassins from another world. A vampire mage dealt with. The journal dealt with, why do we have to carry this freaking coffin all over the place? Why can't this guy just run? Why can't he just burn? Just save freaking time. The fact that they had to lug a coffin around because he couldn't stand daylight or cross-running water. Questioning Bahamut, starting the downfall. Do I, should I still follow? Do I need to just think about going out and seeing what other deities will grant me the power I seek? He is heavily contemplating. Talking about these, this group of guns for hire type ragtag group that he's with. It's just
These are
striking.
mercenaries.
This bunch is not like the first. Like he's trying, like I want to say they're kind of like carbon copies of them, but they are much darker.
Not like the carrying on and like a troop. These
Right.
are more like,
These guys are like cutthroats. Some are not at all. There is a cleric in the bunch that helps out. There is a paladin that's at their wits' end trying to reform, but it's never going to work. But yeah, try. But you can definitely tell that his mind was, I don't care as long as they help me with my goal. If they die, they die. I'm not trying to become emotionally attached, as it were.
He doesn't want to get emotionally attached because if he does, then he just loses group again, and then he's gonna.
He's contemplating so hard that it starts. This is what starts the downfall. That as long as they help him hit their goal, if they die in the process, oh well. If they don't have nothing to live for, then by all means, give them some false hope of purpose. Is where this sparring is effect, but he's somewhere in the east, searching for answers, testing out different theories of different deities, starting to question Bahamut enough to start thinking about other stuff, going to temples along the way, seeking out what each one is capable of if you become a follower. So this is starting the hunt of madness.
And that's where it left off. For by the time they got back.
Yes. So if you guys are all back, you see all this happening, what's the party's doing next?
Clone.
Cool.
Or not clone. Sat. Sorry.
He said
Too
he
long.
did.
Does he actually say that?
No.
I was about to say like.
Say
No.
he did.
No. It came out all in Sat. Sat. I have the potions you asked for.
Oh, great. How many do you give him?
I'll give him two. Wow. I'll give him one regular potion of healing and one the greater.
Okay.
The rest of these are for everybody else, so that way shit goes down, they have a backup plan.
So what now?
You just hear her mumbling, and enough for like Maury to hear. So I'm assuming you guys aren't in the same room. So if they start,
wherever she set up to brew.
she was sitting beside me.
It's kind of like it's a moderate mixing. So you don't have, it's not a constant stir.
Mm-hmm.
It is, every once in a while you have to stir it up.
Yeah.
So I'd say from where she's sitting to where she'd be sitting, and I'd be in one of the chairs. So she's over there, but listening to me, like read it to her, like story time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I said it's heavy. It's floral.
I'm sitting on kind of like a dual, kind of like an object thing, something I can kind of like hunch over, so that way because I'm carving stuff, I can get stuff on the floor and then clean it
You're
up
like carving,
afterwards.
go back
Yeah.
to sharing, go back to carving, listening. She's just being oddly random now. Just like, yeah, I think I actually... Weird. I have come up with a better name. Wisp. I feel weird calling someone something and it's just bothering me. He is a wisp, essentially. He's a spirit. Why not? Wisp, could you set up a small meal for the group returning?
Sure.
Nothing extravagant, just something.
A light lunch,
Yes.
as it were. Yeah,
I
can whip
appreciate it.
something.
Thank you. Tea? She slides you one of the glasses, one of the cups with the...
Yeah, I put down, I want to say like my carving for right now, and you can see that it's not quite in shape, but it's kind of getting
It's
there.
getting there.
Like, I want to say like the head is done and the wings are kind of getting started to be formed.
Would you like some help with that? I am good with tinker tools. Or do you want this to be your personal project for her? Or I can leave, it gives you tips on what to do.
I want to do something for the eyes.
What do you have in mind?
Tributes are usually done with gems. Thinking about making jeweled eyes.
Well, Ryu has some jewels. Ryu, come here.
I'm downstairs. You could
Get
have
your
been
ass upstairs.
already on the way up.
Thank you. You'll have some gems for your eyes. You just hear like this the small spoon just stirring
Yeah.
the tea. This is actually really good.
Ryu walks through the door. You called?
Yes. I need 2 gems if you don't mind parting with them.
Preferably of
Smallish.
the same color.
I don't think that's gonna be hard. Or at this point, just walks over, sits down.
I
Oh,
don't
chair.
mean, but like, why would you have?
In my back.
Backpack.
Walks over. Just,
Does the raven
You'd want to set your
have like a
bag where-
specific color
Yeah.
associated with her
He's
besides?
reaching through the top of his backpack trying to.
Right.
What about diamonds?
That's hard to pull off.
She's black. Her color's
It makes.
black.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would make more sense to have one.
Yeah.
a good point.
Well, yeah, that's my whole thing. Is like, does she have a like particular color assigned to her?
What, like the Raven Queen?
Yeah.
Mainly black with the white mask is her
Yeah.
signature, and that's even in the book that you know of. That's her basic thing, is dark purples or blacks, but the main thing is her symbol, or her holy symbol to people who worship her, is the porcelain mask,
Okay.
or a raven in its own right.
Unless there's a gem that's black.
Well, the amber is gonna be kind of like that golden huey-ish color, so probably black gems.
It's gonna be the color of amber.
Yeah.
Unless you're painting it. But do you have a jeweler's kit?
Do I have a jeweler's kit? Do I need a jeweler's kit?
You're messing with jewels.
Don't look at me. That's one of the few things I don't have.
Because how are you crafting this? Is what?
I forget what all I have. I know I've got Tinker's tools. I know I've got.
Same thing.
No, there's
I didn't
specifically
know,
jeweler's
so
tools.
whatever, whatever was added.
It has like the diamond cutter in it, and the light, precise tooling, because you don't want to chip or do anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna modify the gems too much, I was going to, because it's like,
I mean, you technically are modifying him by putting him into shape.
I think
I
she
was
meant
going
she's
to
gonna leave
shape
it to
the
not
amber,
pop them in
not the gems. Does that make sense?
An ember's still a gem.
there. So if you're carving it, you might be chipping it right now.
An amber's still classified as a gem.
Yep.
So if you're using
You told me the wrong thing then, Frank. I told you what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to carve it out of amber. I asked you what I needed. You said I need this thing. It was wrong.
You did tell her Tinker's tools.
I mean, Tinker's tools can do it to a degree. It's not going to look like fine craftsmanship like a jeweler's toolkit would do.
That's
Why do you need to ask me this? I mean, come
because
on now.
I don't know
Come
these
on
things,
now.
right?
Tinker's tools let you tinker with shit, modify things like weapons or armor. Pretty
Well,
much.
you still have time. It is
I mean, common knowledge, guys.
kind of taking shape.
You're not gonna go to a jeweler store and say, "Hey, take this anvil and hammer and make a duck out of this diamond." They're gonna
I've
go.
never been to
"What?"
a jewelry store. I need you to calm down.
Okay.
If anything, I mean, it's kind of taking shape.
Most of the jewelers I've seen on TikTok use normal mechanicals in order to make stuff.
Okay. Then let's make a performance check or a dex.
Would you want her, since she said she would assist her slightly, would you want it with advantage?
She's crafting it.
I meant because I'm giving her pointers, but at least
Are
the
you
tinker-
proficient in anything of that nature to deal with gem cutting?
I'm not with the tinker.
I would say like a dwarf would have that under their tool belt automatically.
Oh yeah.
But I doubt it because even
That's true. I
walking
have the
with
tinker's tools, but
walking
I don't
with Sat and walking with like
Yeah, you're right. I have the
like
tools.
there
but
they use their gems for magic components versus not shaping it for anything. Tinker's tools is for you is to help maintain the gun.
That's true. You're right.
Okay, so what am I rolling it with? I've already rolled.
Dexterity.
Performance or dex?
Okay. What is my dexterity? Not good. Okay. 19 plus 5, 24. Probably won't
So,
roll that good for us.
it's good. It's of adequate work. So if you're trying to make a raven out of that, you make it to where it actually looks like a front. It looks like a raven.
Yes!
It could be, more fine-tuned from it.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if.
You hit the middle tier,
Yeah.
which is like
I'm
the
not-
very hard difficulty.
Yeah, I'm not like.
You're just below the very hard difficulty, so 25 is very hard. So rolling a 24, you're right up there with something that would think that amber was designed for that.
Heck yeah. Heck
So it's very craft and very detailed.
yeah. Because it was more like a religious tribute style thing, which is where I was kind of
Right.
going with it. So. I was happy.
Now you just have to see if the eyes fit.
I'm sorry. I immediately went, oh, I'll make them fit. Exactly.
She just slowly picks up the book and hides her face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's only one way I can make this worse.
No.
Any of it, you have the pipes and you have the books too.
And oh, by the way, Lucy, I have picked up something for you.
Mm.
I think you might have some fun with this.
Please explain to people what stuff does before you hand
And she's
anything to
looking at
anybody.
us. What am I gonna have fun with?
This is a new pipe for you.
Smoke.
But Did he say what this one was?
Which one did you enter?
The one that if you blow it out, all the monsters come out.
It's literally
It's an
called
illusion.
the pipe of monsters. That's what it does. When you blow out smoke, you can shape the smoke into a creature that you want to. It doesn't do anything other than it's there.
It's illusionary.
Yeah.
It's not even classified as illusion because it's only in a cubic feet, so it's that big.
I'd be like King of Feathers.
Yeah.
It doesn't. No sound or anything comes from it. It just has that shape.
I don't know, it's just like it's
Be
that
good
tone.
for storytelling purposes.
Mhm.
Or would you prefer this one?
And what is that? Under pipe.
The pipe of sewers.
You're gonna have to
She's like-
elaborate that. Am I gonna smoke and smell
No.
sewers?
No, but you could. Those rat tail bombs you ate a while back might be useful with this one. I figured.
Cool. I have 2 pipes. I'll leave that one for somebody
She's.
else.
I was about to be like, oh, she's just
pipe
taking
of
a boat.
sewers is what it's called.
She just flips another page.
Well, you have the volume of book. You have all the books too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have all the books here, and this is also for you.
I
Person
would
here.
have your pack mule carry that.
What? The books?
God.
Yeah. Do you know how much crap all of us are already carrying?
Most of this stuff's my regular. I think I took most of the stuff out of my bag of holding, so I can just put how much the books weigh. I have 2 bags of holding now.
I mean,
Don't you have a
standard
haversack,
books,
too?
Yeah, my handy
2
haversack
pounds
is my
of
bag.
that.
Ah.
Didn't
2
we
to 3
also get
pounds.
bags of holding?
Mm-hmm.
A thick novel.
I got one.
I don't know what that bullet weighs like 8 pounds.
So chalk it up to like between
I
the
got
volume set and
So
stuff like
much
that, like 50.
crap
15
Cool.
pounds. Into the bag of holding.
everywhere. I don't know what's what.
Cool.
Rejected.
So there's like a set of books. Like there is like when you're
And it's
putting
the
it
one
in
that's
there, like
all
there is a
jacked up too.
collection of a book that's tied, and then you have
Tide book.
that's the collection of the realms,
The
That's some
manuscript.
really bad typod challenge.
and then you have the really old a
Manuscripts.
mantra, a manuscript, and then a very old tethered book.
And that's the one that gets rejected from the bag of holding.
Looks like it's getting like it's about to fall apart at any given second.
He said altogether that's what the stuff weighs.
Yes.
The bag of holding can take up to 15 pounds.
Thought it was 50.
Depends
12
on
cubic feet.
12 cubic feet. It does have its. It does have a weight
It
limit.
has a weight limit
Yeah.
to it, I believe.
Mom says 400 on what's
Oh no, the bag is 15 pounds.
Yes.
Owns can hold up to 500 pounds.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
the bag of holding 50.
Oh.
But like, it can
Bag
go
of
up
holding
to
15 pounds,
500.
it can hold up to 500 pounds.
Yeah, the bag itself is 50.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
Anyway,
Well, I can hold up to 1,000.
is there anything else that you are doing within this time besides brewing potions, learning spells,
Oh, and Wisp is making lunch.
and a light meal is being presented at the, I guess, in the den, because that's where you guys are
Yeah.
have been.
Now, Satori, if you guys are done doing whatever it is you're doing, we have a meal.
Alright, let's. I can eat before we head out, because God knows when we're going to eat something decent again.
I have rations. And I have a bunch more of elder meat.
Okay. So as you guys sit and take course of a very light lunch, we're gonna go ahead and call that a break right now. And we'll see you guys here in a little bit.
Light snack. And learning. Last good thing.
Hey everyone, Jonathan here from the D20MISFITS, also known as Viking. I've got a sponsor today that I'd really like to give a shout out to. Dubby. I'm a hardcore energy drink user. I'll do 2, 3 energy drinks a day. This stuff, let's cut that out. If you're interested, go to w.com and on checkout, use our code D20MISFITS10 to get 10% off. Again, Dubby, well done.
Before the end of the road.
Welcome back. So, after a light lunch, what is the party wanting to do now?
How much time do we have left before we have to head back up to the castle?
By the end of this day, at the most.
Okay.
But you can go up at any given point in time. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're done doing whatever, you can go up there and move on to the next leg.
I'd say before we leave, we already understand what our end deal is. Is there anything else anyone needs before we leave here?
Well, we should.
I have rations.
Yeah.
You've made potions. You've grabbed potions.
Just because we don't know what's going to happen to us after we leave, well, anyone who might need a long rest might want to take it now.
I don't think.
I have a curio. How trustworthy are those
We can heal him. That's not a problem.
poisoners
Yeah.
that we passed by? You said you at least know of them.
History check, Frank.
The poisoners we passed by, the ones that were when we first came through the town, he was mentioning them, and she was it kind of piqued her curiosity, but she was like leaving that in the back burner for a while.
Yeah, but what was the idea with the finding the poisoners?
Kind of getting an
I mean, that was the group
yes.
of the guys who trained you, the guys who do that. They are assassins by nature.
So it was the same people.
They were just cloaked. You just can't tell who they are. But, I mean, what's the objective for finding these guys?
No. I would like to learn how to make some poisons. If you guys have nothing else to do when we have time, at least an idea. Things like that could come in handy, and if not, one thing I've learned that we've been doing is picking up a little help along the way if it's needed.
Poisons aren't gonna really work, as it were. If you're trying to poison things, such creatures as me and Amari are, as far as what we do, our abilities of who we serve, us being warriors of deities,
You can shake it off.
we were mostly immune. Most of, so far, the creatures we fought have been, especially in here, poisons are nothing to these people.
Here, yes. I'm meaning whether it's whatever we encounter after here or home.
I mean, back home, yes, some people could have it, but even we go against Grievous, poisoning him is next
That's
to
not
nothing
gonna
because
help
he is
anyone.
protected by being a paladin. And if his one has broken their oath, they still have the immaculate health that we have.
It was more of a curio.
But poisons are in any sort of alchemy. Even I know basic poisons and how to craft them.
That's true. She goes to her other bag. This is weird. Could you do it? She like slides the bag and looks away. Can you put the box in the bag, please? I'm not leaving it here.
Do you not have any more charges on that rod?
I would wait to the tower.
Would you like to wrap it in something?
I mean, it's in a box, and she could put it in the. I don't want to touch the box right
You
now.
cast a gentle repose on it, didn't you?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to leave it here. At the most, she
so
can take
it
it to
can't
the tower
be
where
turned
you're
anyway
going to be.
into undead-like things. So.
Yeah. But you're going to be at the tower for a while. And if anything, she knows it's safe there. But she wants to take it with us. She's not leaving it here.
Yeah. I was going to use the rod on it when we get to the tower. Above table. Just saying. When we get to the tower, I was going to do it there, so that way she's already out of whatever it is, and we can leave her at the tower.
It's best known that
Be like,
whatever
"Stay
is done is outside of where
put.
the hell he's at.
Here is your bubble.
She could stay there until the end game.
Here's your plastic wrap. Stay put.
I have that rod.
Hmm?
I have that rod. That's security.
Yes. I have
But-
the one that would bring her back.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, Squad.
But she's asking, she can't bring herself to like do that right now. She's just like, that's why she like took the other bag and slid it in the box, and she's just
Okay.
like, asking you to put it in the bag and tie it shut.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do
That's
that.
why she's just like,
Once we clarified that, I was just like, do you want me to carry the box? Like, what was going on with that? Yeah, I can put the box in the bag and hand you. Are you carrying the bag? Okay.
unless you feel that.
Well, I
you
wasn't
want
sure
to
if you wanted to give it to.
Sator, would you feel comfortable carrying said bag for now, knowing that it will be with you at the tower. He's known her.
Yes.
I can.
Then I entrust you with the bag for now. Once we get to the tower, we'll figure out what to do there.
It just seemed kind of disingenuous to be carrying around human remains of carrying around remains of a being I don't know. I would rather leave it with someone.
Who knew the person?
Yes. Respectful of the being.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright. We've commenced our meal. We've got our nourishment. Everybody's got whatever they needed.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to do while we're here?
What kind of weapons does Draco have?
Crossbow,
Well, they
that's
just
it.
outfitted him when you guys were
He's
at
got
the
a
store.
crossbow, a shield, and a short sword.
What about armor?
Oh,
Armor, same as me. He's studded leather.
so I was gonna say, I mean, I
Start
got a
living in the shul.
mace, I got...
Now who's the walking armory?
That's in my bag of holding,
From here to the tower, or should I say to the Raven Queen, we are cementing our resolve. If there's anything else to quash or to squash, now is the time to do it. And if not, hold it till we go to the tower and then we squash it there. Are we in understanding of that?
Yep.
Anyone have any other plights or grievances before we leave?
I just got back, so I have no idea.
No, I know. I know.
He's like, oh.
I just facilitate and give guidance to those who I can.
And I appreciate that. Everybody, good. And I owe you my apologies. I have not said that yet.
That is in the past.
I am still understanding and learning, as it were.
We learn something new every day.
We're in 24 hours, sometimes. I learn more and more as I
Is
go.
24 hours a new day?
Very true. So are we good? Are we ready?
So let's go over it one more time. The plan.
First, because I don't know if he left, is there any way to find out if we're being listened to? Because I don't know if he's left yet, and he likes to pop up when we least expect it. You are still to be a surprise, unless he already knows.
I can probably burn a spell to see. I can. I will burn one and cast Detect Magic.
Everything lights up.
Oh yeah. But
That's nice.
nothing else. Well, I mean, the wearers, the one who casts it can only see that, but there's nothing extra. No floating eye or something like that.
Alright. You may resume.
So the plan to the extract, the line that we cross when we are taking the side home, is to let him go through and conjure the rite of ascension,
Yes.
if he can.
I will see how this goes.
That battle will be weary itself, and then that's when we can strike. Playing the waiting game, it's a little
Underhanded.
against policies, if you want to put it that way, against morals for my take, but I'm the one who said it because they will not be fully matched.
I will see you all to your home after that. My pack begins.
Yeah.
I will pray for your sanity.
He's annoying.
You don't know exactly
No, he just said his pact begins, and we know he made a pact with Puck,
It's
and
tongue
Puck's
twister.
annoying.
Puck's an arch-fey within the Fey Wild, so we have no idea what he actually is in charge of. Yes.
We have 2 contenders for Ascension. Either 3. If we're being technical, yes. You merged with others. Or if you believe that he, in the end, is deserving.
Is whoever has the resolve
Yes.
to take the rightful place of honor and justice, I would say goes that way.
We shall see what happens in the end.
And it'll be a vote.
I would say, carrying on, we are a troop. We will have each other's backs, and if we have a misunderstanding or disagreements, we will speak of it. Is that understood?
Yeah.
We are to rely on one another. We all have goals once this is over. We all have homes to either assist, fix, or go to. We all know that.
If we're to be a troop, should we not give it a name?
I agree.
You want to give the troop a name?
If you all succeed, as I said, I'm only here to get you home. But if you all succeed, there's going to be stories about you, something that people need to remember you by when you fade into nothing but legend.
Well, in theory, we're going against a dragon, aren't we? In metaphorical sense. So, dragon's bane.
Or I've heard tales of my aunt's crew before they disband. The Fangs of Justice. They were originally just the Fangs. Fangs deliver a bite. Justice can be cruel.
If any of you have names to offer,
I don't have a say, I just gave an opinion, because I can't tell you by the end what's going to happen to me.
I'm not good at naming things, so look at me.
I'm just here.
But you have a say in this as well, you're
You
part
do.
of this group.
Is there anything that you would say is fitting?
Or do you second one that piques your fancy?
We have
Indifference.
the Dragon's Bane, Fangs of Justice, the Talons. That was actually a name, wasn't it, before? Now that I think about it.
I'm not good at coming up with names.
Was that a thing before? Up table? Talons?
Not that I
There's the Talons.
Not that I remember. And I thought you were talking about the Dragons of the Lament.
No.
Which is what the original group was for.
No, she was
Must be
thinking
a
of
thing.
at least the Reyna's trope. They were the Fangs because of Tinder, and they brought to try to bring justice. So that's why she was thinking, if anything, we're talking about the gods, dragons, Fangs of Justice, or
Yeah,
the
I'm not
Fangs.
good at
I
coming
want
up with
to
names.
say, why still your aunt's group's name?
You want the Fangs?
Change it up a bit. Wings of Justice.
We do fly around from realm to realm.
Wings of Fate.
I like that. It's a combination.
Whatever we want you guys to name yourselves.
They're when dragons of the same color fly together, they're often called a thunder because their wing beats sound like thunder. Why not Fateful Thunder?
Fateful Thunder.
Okay, well that sounds like a band name.
It does.
Listen,
I
you
was
do
gonna say
that.
Power metal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, getting ready to say that's
I
like
know
a metal
we
band.
can't play it, but
Thunderbolts.
now if you hear that, all I can think of is Thunderstruck playing.
That's
where
what
we
I was
just
thinking.
said-
Immediately what I thought of.
You just have like a giant like illusionary wings pop up.
Oh, where from? We are guardians of the realms. That is our sole purpose, is to guard the realm.
We do seem to like Fate a lot. Everyone's name is Fate. We could be Thunder, the Talons, the Fangs. We can even just be the Guardians of Fate. Guardians of Justice.
Thunder Guardian sounds like a wrestling term.
Yeah.
Say it sounds like a faction.
We just sum it up. We are the Guardians.
We're sentinels.
The Sentinels. What rings true to you? What sounds like you would strike?
The scales. Scales of a dragon.
And
Scales
Scales
of
of Fate.
Scales of fate.
I like that even more.
Could also say the
I-
Scales of Justice.
I will
Well,
put
that's
my vote
determining
in.
one to one particular item. Scales can have a dual meaning.
I put my hand in for Scales.
I'll second it.
Sure.
Amari would say you.
Don't look at me. I'm gonna merge or die. One of the two.
For now, though, you are a part of this team.
I am a servant of Bahamut. I do what he says and where he goes. And give guidance. So if that's what you want to be called, then so be it.
Does it sound fitting? Be honest.
It sounds just.
And the Scales we are. What once was a truth, as I've said, I knew as the Fangs. And as they are no more, we are the Scales. We will bring a name that only it brings peace to those who need it, and could eventually bring fear to our enemies and those who are unjust. So the Scales we are. Well, my dear Scales, we are a team, and as I said, we will squash any qualms and bring it to the table, metaphorically. If there's any problems, we will handle it together. We rise together or we fall together. Yes? We will try to put our faith and our trust in one another. We've seen what's happened when faith or trust has been broken. So from here on out, we are to put our trust in one another. And maybe have a code word whenever you're trying to, like, razzle-dazzle.
Fair enough.
You can come up with one. You can even have Poughkeepsie.
Flump.
I'm still trying to figure out what in the hell razzle dazzle you're trying to talk to.
When one believes that they are backstabbing. Sleight of hand, as it would be.
You know, if somebody's trying to backstab, then I will just smite them.
Not a true backstab. That's what the code word's for.
So that's what happens when somebody's
Cunning tactic, yes.
This is when somebody's backstabbing and I just go and swing my new forged weapon.
But it is an act, not a true act of defiance or backstabbing. We'll let you figure that one out, and when you do, we'll close the book on that for now. She closes the actual book. I'll read that later. Pack everything you need now. Wisp, thank you for your service.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been interesting.
Even if we've destroyed the room.
Multiple times.
Couple
My
of times.
apologies.
It is my job to make sure the tidiness is upkept.
But you have been splendid, Wisp.
I do my best.
We should probably ask if we owe any extra charges before we leave.
It's all paid for.
Yeah.
You guys already paid for
We
it.
already
Yeah.
paid for the room and everything.
You paid for the suite up top, so that comes with his services.
Yeah. No. I mean, like, property damage or.
Yeah.
He repaired it by
repaired it.
damage.
Eh.
Yeah, exactly. What damage?
It's an 8.
He just goes,
Thank God they're leaving.
Yeah.
alright.
I am gonna miss that song.
With that, we head out. Keep your eyes and minds sharp because we do not know if someone has left. As you have seen. We have seen. And we are trying to keep him as much a secret as we can. For now.
So, also before I forget, Bones, Amari, and Nell add a potion of healing to your inventory.
I already got 2.
But Ryu's not aware of that.
I hope
So he just you got 2 potions.
not. I'm more than not too.
As he said that, she's like, oh yeah. And she hands you a few sticks of the apple. There's that too. Hopefully, unless you're on vacation, we don't see this place for a very long time. Unless you Joel, I get it. Unless you're traveling. But as this is the place of either travelers or your end.
Note to self: in permanent residence, bird likes bird bath.
Probably the first shower she's ever had in a while.
You have time to go dive bomb one more time before we leave.
Right, you see Ryu think, I haven't even got a chance to
Drops
get into
everything.
that thing yet.
Well, hurry up, wash off. We need to keep going.
Bye.
Drops
We're gonna
everything, takes off.
Woohoo! Silly salmon.
You certainly are an interesting one.
You did not just
I
say
was half
silly
tempted
salmon.
to cast shape water and make it land on a block of ice. You can
Let me
sometimes
go
be a
first.
blockhead.
You just stripped naked in front of us and jumped in. I hope
He
you were
was
aware
just
of
like,
that.
woohoo, and she's
What's your
like already
charisma?
going to the door.
14.
Well, you're average.
Yeah.
You're average.
I see nothing.
I mean, the fact you brought Kalam back with nothing, or sat with nothing. He put his own shit on. Took him a minute. Well, as you guys bathe and stuff that, the party grabs the gear, cleans up, and starts to head out of the city towards the Fortress of Memories.
I hadn't done that in a long time. I had to.
walking up the stairs, the dread looming over of the path now laid before you. The side that you have chosen. The question is, will you keep it? With what goes through your heads. You open the massive doors, and there stands the holy of holy places within this realm. And there, sitting on a golden throne, is the matron herself. Already clocked you from already entering her domain, and has kept tabs knowing that you are here, and just leans forward. Is it at that time already?
Yes.
I suppose it is.
Seems you added an addition since you last left. Fitting. And do you have an answer for me?
I spent like 2 weeks working on this thing. I got it. Damn. I thought about it. I was asked a question. I like to tell stories, Frank. You know this.
I tell stories too on a day-to-day basis.
My lady, may I speak candidly?
I await your answer.
From what I know of your story, your rise to power was brought about to remove your predecessor and restore order and peace to your realm. You asked me what I thought of your actions to become who you are. Do I think sacrificing many lives in order to gain power was necessarily the right thing to do? No. But at the time it was the choice available to you to make conditions better for your people. Did making that choice end up saving how many other souls? To deny what overthrowing your predecessor did to your realm would be to dishonor the lives willingly given. The only thing with your ascension is you made the choice. You made the decision in order to make better lives for your people and rules for your realm. Grievous is not. He's being manipulated by a voice in his head, whispering in his ear to further its own ends. As someone who has had both personal experience and has seen others have voices not their own try to make decisions for them, it's never ended well. I've seen it in my birth father and adopted father alike, with Noelle and with Lucy currently. Most of those I've mentioned have ended up dead or very, very close. He has been slowly corrupted by a voice not his own for so long. I'm not sure that he recognizes who he is and isn't any longer. And he has committed many atrocities against others in the name of furthering his own agenda. He claims it to be so that he can remove Bahamut and replace him as a better, more accountable deity. But if this is the way he chooses to get there, who's to say that anything he says is to be trusted? That is why I have moved to make him see reason. It is why I have asked him to be better, do better, demand better. Instead, he chooses to align himself with Vecna, who, if given the chance, will take any divine power he can harvest to gain control of the divine gate, which certainly would be boosted should he have Grievous remove Bahamut. He is also harvesting souls as batteries to fuel Vecna's ascent, disrupting the natural order of returning to your realm, mind you. Given ultimatums to those he claims as allies, kidnapped, tortured, and murdered any who oppose him. However, if Grievous makes his own choices, sees that what he is doing will not bring him what he seeks, perhaps not only can we deal a significant blow to Vecna, but save Grievous from any outside influence. I've already seen physical changes to other sources that talk of it. I know it can be done.
So you're still trying to believe then you can change him. You have a changed version of him right there.
He is but one half of an incomplete whole.
Or he is not. It's just a carbon copy. It's like my ascension. I shedded my mortal shell. He could have done the same thing. Split in two, and he didn't shed a mortal sense. He shed empathy, light from dark. New darkness will always rise within the light because it has to exist with one another. You're a paladin of light. You still hold darkness inside of you. It will always be there. You can suppress it as much as you want. But true light cannot just shine without shadow. So eradicating him sounds plausible.
Or, if I may,
And a new darkness will take place of this one's light.
there's another way. You like memories. What if I share them?
What?
May I approach? She does. Sharing, not giving, but sharing one. She shares the memory she spoke of before.
Remind me.
The emerge.
The future that hasn't happened yet.
Right, yeah.
Which is why she believes so much of what Mari said. So she shares that memory with her.
That is just one possibility future that you see.
It is. And I'm aware there's more than one possibility. It is the one we hope to achieve, and we will work and strive to achieve.
That is my thing too. With this, as she extends her hands and you see the golden threads come out from you to her fingers. I can see pieces. I know that you are still alive, hence the threads. I cannot foresee the future. Fate happens naturally, and I accept it, whether it be my death, your death, or anybody's death, or I get dethroned. If that is fate, so be it. I am not the master of fate, I am its servant. Even I can die, if that is my fate. Everybody can look into the future, if you have the skills to do so. Certain people can use it regularly as a spell. Those who are schooled within divination can get glimpses of the future to help aid them in future battles.
Before we depart, there are two things. One, as a mortal creature, we always are ever learning and ever changing. You know this.
Yes.
I wish to formally apologize for my anger getting the best of me. In your presence as well. For disrespect.
I accept.
I also ask a favor, if it is possible.
Apologize
Nothing
and ask for a favor.
immense.
How comes?
Nothing immense. It is something that was on one of our comrades. He had an egg. I wish to attain it, if it is possible.
What would you do with the egg?
Nurture it.
Into what?
A benevolent creature, as Tinder was becoming. Raise her in the ways that she was becoming. A protector. like my mother had assisted her, and as well as my aunt. That is my wish for this yet to hatch dragon.
Okay. I'll give it.
Thank you.
She reaches from behind and hands you the egg.
You see a red dragon egg? Yeah. She just like hugs it. With Tinder gone, that is her hope. She wishes to, if everything goes well, she wants to nurture it and have it not take place of, because I mean the same thing with like owners of pets. You don't replace the pet. It's, you teach it the same ways. It's another companion. From what she's learned of how she was, she has the same hopes and aspirations for this yet to be hatchling.
You want an ESA dragon. Gotcha.
ESA.
Emotional support animal.
And not that.
So
Tinder
ESD?
had, for you not knowing, you know the story, obviously, you were in the prior campaign and you know this, was originally a red dragon. And below What's with the dwarves? She was like below.
Oh.
The volcano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was volcano.
Mm,
Made a
so-
deal with it. She was like, oh yeah, you can be my deity. You'll be my patron. But after a while, every time she would talk to her, because of Alvarix being a follower of Amit
And form.
and Torm, she would speak, and Tinder became more and more curious, and she asked if it was possible for her to show more of the benevolent side she was slowly curious of, and that's why her scales would change to copper. She became more benevolent, not a true red dragon. She was changing.
Gotcha.
So with this, as it being a hatchling, if it learns well to be a good protector, it can change too. It doesn't have to just be a red dragon and be like, oh, it's red dragon, it's evil.
Surprise. Hatches, it's a copper dragon.
I mean,
You
never
put
know.
all
You
the
can
good
always-
vibes in, you get good vibes out.
You can always speak through to the egg until it hatches. And then
True.
just raise it. Raise it the right way.
Also, now you have 2 drink wardens here to help out.
2 drink wardens?
Just do one.
He's a fighter, not a ranger.
Oh, whoops.
You made him a drink warden?
Strongly suggests it's what it is, a fighter at
Just
4th
one.
level.
Oh, I'm going to go in there and fix that now.
He is a 4th level fighter, appears within 30 feet of you.
My bad. I thought you said it was a carbon copy of me. That's my bad.
No, he is a straight up fighter. Now, how of a fighter you pick when you hit the 3rd level mark to show what kind of fighter he technically specializes, for the lack of him. That is it. But he is a fighter. So he's of the fighter class, whatever his subclass is, and whatever the goddamn thing you pick. But he's only 4th level, he ain't gonna last long. His sole job is to protect you.
Just taps protection.
So. So you think I don't think that's what I did? You don't fully agree with, but yet you still believe that he murders out of cold blood to right his wrong, to ascend.
I believe he is misguided.
Who's to say he isn't? That is the purposes of fate and perspective. But that is it. But you're done here. You've found a calling. You've gained extras to help you. I will see that very shortly. I can guarantee that.
In character, she doesn't do that, but she's. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, little 4th level guy. Yeah, she's gonna. I'll be seeing you shortly.
Your screen. It's looking a little wonky there, bro.
But where to send you off next?
Would it be possible to the tower?
I can send you.
Thank you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she was gonna know where that was.
She knows.
I was
I'm pretty sure she knows everything.
I was expecting a huh.
She knows everything within her realm, and she is wise, and she is pretty much she was a sorcerer in her days. So
Even if she doesn't know, she probably heard about it.
not only that, she has all the memories,
Yeah.
especially of Kalan. So
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
were there for that.
He'd been there a time or two.
Then
Oh,
it's
yes.
time to send you on to your next leg, one step closer to your goal. Hopefully you achieve it. If not, I will be seeing you all here when your time has ended.
One way or the other, you're sending us to our
And she takes the golden threads that are still glowing on you and plucks them. And uses them to scatter. Now she does that, a massive swarm. And you thought like her, okay, you didn't notice this at first, but the ceiling is not just black marble, it is actually the aviary that holds the ravens. And thousands swarm as she casts the golden net out, and they all go in. Yes.
Before we get it off anywhere, can I please give her the thing that I made?
Wait, hold on a second. I got something for you.
I was like, wait a minute, I made a tribute. Please don't make me leave with it. Wanted to give it to her.
I have an offering to do.
Yeah.
I made it.
And I would like to take the memory of you making it and plucks it. So you cannot recall you ever making this.
Would it be that same thing of being like, hey, do you remember? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah. She's like, what?
That's okay.
And the net cast and the ravens are there, and she takes it and makes the net thinner as she changes her things to where these ravens are so jam-packed in this net and it arches. And as they are squawking and rattling within the nest, you would think that she's being very torturous to them, but in fact she is using them as they are rough around, like they are rough housing in this net that they feather strap, and it makes a curtain, and the arch goes, and you can see out there the rose field and the starry skies.
Well, you two haven't seen this before. You're in for a surprise.
I was just about to ask her, were you about to get James and the Giant Beached?
Well, in you go.
With the birds?
Let's see what fate has in store.
Well, I'll see you guys on the other side. So to speak. Just
And one by one, you all enter in to the very familiar face to some of you, of others, first time you have ever seen it. A floating rock. Big in size, as if a plot of land plucked out of the sky. Plucked from the ground and elevated into the sky, I would say. A field of beautiful roses. massive black obelisk-like tower that goes beyond your eyes can see. On the outside, around, you are looking at the starry space of the astral sea. You do, however, notice that some of these roses, if not most, look wilted. But you see the endless abyss of the astral sea. And the tower and the 9 doors that lead up.
You're in for a nice long walk.
Lovely.
How long of a walk are we talking?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
happy to see
reassuring.
stairs.
At least it's peaceful. I thought there
Yes.
was an express map, or is it just the stairs? I forgot. It's been a little bit.
Oh, where is the express?
That's what I forgot.
Yeah,
I
you
was
can
like,
float.
what's that?
I
You
don't
can float up
remember.
from the sun or teleport.
I
How
don't
it worked. Okay. Well, following the lead of the characters that have been here before, and seeing that how they stand onto the circle and will themselves up into the air to get to the top, where you know holds the Crimson King.
We're back.
Well, to those who haven't seen it,
We brought friends.
the room, circular just by the design of the tower. What catches your eyes the most is a throne made out of bones, skulls. And behind that, on the outermost wall, or the wall behind the throne, are doors. Some blocked off, some destroyed, some
Vacant spots where the doors would be.
spots where they would be, that you remember. But here lies the throne, empty.
Hello, Crimson King. Are you here? I brought you books. What the hell?
You want to give the intro before we call it?
Sure. As you call out, the thousands of candles that line this room, illuminating it. Silence.
I don't like this.
And in a split second, they reignite. And there, sitting upon the throne, is the Crimson King.
You gotta stop doing that, bud. By the
Now,
way,
to the new players or
would
characters,
you like books?
what does he
lady?
look like?
This figure is dressed in nothing but shades of red, layers upon layers of it. It's hard to tell where sleeves begin and end and the body of these robes start. All that you can tell is the hood hiding his visage from your sight.
Red version of a Grim Reaper.
And as even Nell looks into it with his dark vision, he cannot see the face of the Crimson King.
Well, no. Bones. Crimson King. Crimson King. No. Bones.
Plot twist. Plot twist. He's a Doulahan.
Huh?
I said plot twist. He's a Doulahan.
I brought more books, by the way.
Did you know?
Yes. Shall I tell you, or would you like to just surprise yourself what's in the books? Because some of them you're gonna be surprised.
I prefer to find out for myself.
She has the stack. She slowly takes out the rated R book at the very top. There you go.
You hand him all the books?
Slides them over a little bit. The tattered book she's like very gingerly with, and she's like, actually it's in the bag of holding. There is a very tattered book in there.
I want to know flat out. The Crimson King being is it of light or dark? Above table. Because
Neither.
that tethered book means something.
Neither.
He's neutral.
No. Meaning that book is disguised. That tattered book has more of a meaning to it, I would say. It's not disguised, but metaphorically it is disguised because the book holds knowledge to it. It depends on who reads it. That's what I'm asking. If you're giving it to him, if he would touch said tattered book, which side of the spectrum does he fall on besides just the... No, I guess whatever. Cool. Never mind.
He falls upon neither.
So it stays a tattered book.
I'm gonna let you fish that one out. It's very tattered. So if I touch it and it falls apart.
As he reaches out, you can see his fingers. And they're not human. They're not demonic. They're abnormally long, multi-jointed.
So it's like those
I
really
forgot
long
about
finger
that.
gloves that people
Yes. And reaches in
It's the right skull.
and pulls the book out.
I forgot how.
like.
What's your... I know you two have the highest passive perception.
Uh-huh.
What are they again?
Mine,
Passively.
24, I believe.
20. No, yours is 23.
What are you doing?
Nope, mine's 24.
I have your shit is 23. Yours is 24.
Yeah.
Right.
It
You
wouldn't
leveled
let
up.
me do anything.
Oh, so yeah, so yours and so him and Sat has 24.
20.
Okay, so the three of you. It's weird when you see his fingers. They're not flesh colored. They're molted gray.
I was gonna figure him.
With real no discernible fingernails.
Does he still have like nail beds, though?
No.
He's just got Martian nubs.
No, they ended. They ended
Sorry.
points.
Okay.
She swaps two books. She has the book on top and the dad jokes below. She kind of goes like, that's better. Don't let the rated R girlies get a hold of him. Are you staying to recuperate?
I can do either.
What do you need to do?
Well, it depends.
How long do you need to fully recuperate, do you think?
I need 4 days. But does time pass here?
How does time pass betwixt realms and here? Remind me.
Time here passes like time normally does. There is just no cycle of light.
And the realms elsewhere, the doors potentially pass quicker.
Quicker, slower. Some the beat of a hummingbird. Some the pace of a snail.
And I will ultimately leave that up to you. You said you need 4 days of recuperation. Proper recuperation.
4 days of rest will stop the negative aspects of the resurrection. So if days pass normally here and you will need me, cool. But would I have the opportunity to spar, to shake the rust, as it were? And physical.
I'm too afraid of physical.
Can you
But
conjure anything that can happen? To shake my rest off, or do I have to see more real-time combats?
down below is enough space. You can hear his fingers tap upon the bone,
Kind of like a.
and the throne, look, strumming.
Oh, okay.
And you can hear the bones rattle. I might have something worth your time.
As long as I can get back and re-empt my fate as he holds his sword and work on his arcane and shake the rust off and the negative effects, then he will stay here in a safe environment. I will tell you one thing: when he drops that little longsword, it doesn't. It drops and leaves a little bit of a crater.
You potentially in time have someone to spar with. Before we leave, if that is what you wish to do, I'm pretty sure she's adequate enough to spar with him. From what I've heard.
I'll need your assistance. I don't know too much about bringing her.
Does your stuff break?
What do you mean?
I was like, that's a broad
Do you have
question
windows to your
there.
tower?
There are no windows here.
Can you make any?
That is the one thing beyond my control.
So you can't reshape the tower at all?
No.
He's for outside.
No, because he will show you the destructive power of the weapon.
If he causes a blast, a significant blast, would destroy it, would put a hole in the wall. Down below. Oh, you need to be careful.
Then
There's crates down
might
there.
I suggest...
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's in the crates?
The snippets.
Boom.
Crates full of them.
What damage do they do?
1d4 each.
Of what? Is
Explosive damage.
Force.
Is it a force? Or is it of like 5?
Now it's a crate full of them. There's like, at least
There's
quite a
multiple
few.
crates of them.
I just was like, wait a minute, if you're gonna do that, you're like,
Then outside I will give a demonstration if you can look out the door.
I can remain in the doorway, yes.
Then I will show you the power of this, and this is why I asked about the bar. As he leads you outside, and he asks for room.
where did he summon?
Hmm?
Where did he summon? He's like, oh, I got something for you to spar with.
The bones of the
Well-
throne
well-
quaked.
Well, okay. So if he goes outside, this AoE is probably going to damage the roses, unless they grow back. We'll find out, I guess. So he takes this newfound longsword that is created, that looks like the phoenix, and he takes his shield and he scratches alongside to create sparks, and the sword ignites, and he takes it and holds it up in the air, point down, and thrusts it into the ground. So hopefully you're all far away from this motherfucker.
We're literally watching behind him, looking out the door, like,
Because the radius is... No. Okay, well it's 10 feet. So it's not big, but he will use it on the skeletal thing itself. So just a roll for a simple attack, that's probably going to hit something. As it ignites, fire waves out and you can hear a screech of a bird. As this wave, and you can take what it does. As you know it, I'll just do it on this and just roll it. So that's 50 points of damage as it erupts for the Phoenix Destructive, what it's called, the Phoenix Rebirth, as fire just engulfs and goes out in 10 feet all around it. As the fire subsides, everything around is scorched. The earth, the flowers, everything is scorched, even the bones of this thing, except him, for he is unfazed by the fire. This is destructive power, I mean. And that is just a taste of what this can do.
The tower will stand no matter what.
I call this the catalyst.
Did it?
For it can be the catalyst of destruction, or the catalyst of rebirth. But yes, that is a destructive power it can do. But I will stay here. I will learn. I will master my moves. I have a couple ideas in store. This is a new leg, a new beginning. And you would just intrigue me. You say you're fragile, but you're far more powerful than you let on. I have 4 days, as it were. So it's 4 days of chatting. And you don't sleep, I take it.
I have no need.
Well, I do, but it's only a brief moment.
Don't worry, he can read you
Was that
some
96
directions.
hours? 4 days?
Come
No.
back and good.
No. Yeah, 96.
Yeah, 96 hours and 4 days. And he takes 4, 8, 12, 16 hours to sleep.
We come back and freaking Satori and the freaking Crimson King are starting to like lay freaking.
They're
dad
coming
jokes to us.
friends or whatever. Or
That's why I said we have the dad joke book. It's like we come back and one of them like freaking yells a dad joke at us. We're like, huh?
But
Shall we begin before we leave? It gives him time to also have another sparring companion. She can stay here and wait.
you guys can rest if you want to. If me to shake rest off, that would lower one negative aspect of this resurrection, and I might be able to join you in, or
You all need rest.
I don't.
I definitely
Yes.
need it.
No, I'm good. I'm full.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm the only one that needs it.
How low are you?
40.
Out of.
149.
If I'm staying behind, I'm going to heal you though.
Nell needs rest.
Okay, how low are you?
48 out of 121.
Oh shit, did I do that much damage?
Well, then I will cast, since I'm not going to be here,
They need like maybe they nap now.
7th level, Prayer of Healing.
How do you do it?
That is. I need to reroll those.
Mm-hmm.
That's 34 right there off the spell itself. Off the prayer of healing, as he uses the flames of the phoenix to heal. That's the 7th level. And then he will do a 6th of wither and bloom and taking the dead flowers that he did to heal you as well. Might as well make use of it if they're not going to come back, or I have no flipping ideas. And that is 68.
Did you come back inside?
13. Was everybody out?
No, we were at the doorway looking
Yeah.
behind the Crimson King
Okay.
like,
Yeah, because we don't want.
Because if you recall, any magic cast outside of the tower is wild magic.
Well, it depends. If everybody's at the door, I'm casting at the door. If we're inside doing it. So you can play that how you want to play it, buddy. 15, 25, 26, 27, 28.
That's why we were standing behind the Crimson King.
That's another 32 points. With their so it was like 60, 70 something points I just rolled. How are you now?
I'm at 106.
114,
Out of
121.
so you only need 7 more.
I'm 106 out of 149.
Hold up.
Right? Is that the cause of it? You only need 7 more points, correct?
I'm going to burn Arcane Vigor.
Don't waste your spells if you're not going to rest.
I hardly ever use Arcane Vigor.
Yeah, but I still have a pool.
and he's staying here.
Lay
for
on
4 days.
hands and
Okay,
I'm staying here.
okay.
So if you only need, what, 7 points?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 7 points of my lay on hands. And that gives me... what are you? 106
He needs
out of...
43.
I'll give you my other 20 points of my lay on hands. To where I have nothing.
And Bush just cracks you in the head with a mace.
And I will use... I just use this.
I'm going to,
Just gonna make sure it's not that Ace of Smiting.
I'll use a 5th level Cure Wounds, which is 10d8, which will fully heal you.
Yeah.
Well,
43.
while he's fixing the boys up, what do I need to help you
Oh,
with?
wait, hold
Alright, I
Yep.
got a leave.
So with that,
I needed that.
we'll leave that there. That way you guys can either say your goodbyes to Sat and then go through your door. So we will end it there, and we'll see you guys next week with hopefully more information to come about this new this charity event that we're organizing and setting up with partners from the Four Horsemen. So if you like it, subscribe, hit that notification bell, helps us out. You hit 500 already subscribers, let's push a little more. So from us, the D20 Misfits,
Good night.
night.